Hit music only.
So welcome Alessia Cara to the Energy Startalk. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And actually welcome to Berlin, but it's not your first time here, right?
No, it's my second.
And do you have some favorite places here?
Favorite places? I haven't really been able to travel around too much, but I love the hotel that I'm staying at. I don't know what it's called, but it's really cool because everything is pink and neon colored. And it's like me, yeah, and you can like order room service, but like guitar room service, so you can order a guitar to your room. It's really like musical and bright, and I really like that. And the Berlin Wall is like awesome too.
Yeah, but the neon, I know that hotel, the neon elevators are really...
Yeah, it's so cool. Like you have to kind of go in there with like sunglasses on, but it's beautiful.
And we just talked about it. You want to learn some German from me.
I do.
So what do you want to know?
Maybe like should you start me with everyday phrases like to get me by?
Yeah.
If I were to live here, like I don't know.
Just like something like Guten Morgen.
Morgen?
Guten Morgen.
Good morgen.
Wie geht's?
Wie
geht's?
What's that mean? Wie geht's?
It's like kind of how are you?
How do you say it?
Wie geht's?
Wie geht's? Good morgen. Wie geht's? Wow, I'm so good. You'd probably think I was German.
Yeah. But you don't have a heavy accent. You do
really
quite good.
It's difficult. I don't think I got it, but whatever. Thank you. Thank you for teaching me. I'm going to forget, but...
And you're here the second time. You said, did you have some German food? Did they go out with you?
I have not had any German food. I've had just universal regular foods, but I haven't had like a signature German food yet.
You have to.
What's like a signature?
It's like for Berlin, it's the currywurst. It's like a sausage, and there's just like a tomato thing with curry.
Okay. I'll try that.
Nice.
I haven't had dinner yet, so there you go.
Just ask Mark.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll show you. So, actually, you're here the first time. We have a little questionnaire for you, so we can get to know you a little bit better.
Awesome.
Super easy questions. First is your full name, please.
My full name. I don't have a middle name, but my name is Alessia Cara. But I shortened my last name because it's like impossible to pronounce and to spell for people. So I just said, cut the chilo and just keep the cara part.
And if you would, because you don't have a middle name, if you could choose a middle name, what would it be?
That's a difficult question. If I could choose a middle name, well, my name was supposed to be Desiree. And then when I was born, my mom said, no, she doesn't look like a Desiree. I don't know how she could tell because I was like a shriveled prune. But so maybe I'd keep my original first name and I'd be Desiree. But now my cousin has that name, so it would be kind of awkward if I was named after her. So, yeah.
Yeah. And the second question is your date of birth.
My date of birth is July. I don't know why I had to think about that. July 11th, 1996 is when I was born.
And your place of birth?
My place of birth is Mississauga, Ontario. I live in Brampton now, but I was born in Mississauga.
Yeah. And your favorite artists?
Artists or artists?
Artists.
Artists. Oh, so many.
Maybe a handful.
A handful. Okay. Who would I fit in my hand? Drake. I can scoop him in there. Ed Sheeran. Frank Ocean. Lord. Oh my gosh. I gain a new favorite artist every day almost. I have so many. Yeah. I'll say those for now.
And did you ever...
Amy Winehouse. She's like the biggest one.
Did you ever meet some of your idols or favorite artists? And how was that?
I have met Drake, and he's very, very nice and very cool. So I was very pleased to meet him. Not pleasant. I don't even want to say pleasantly surprised because I'm not surprised. I was just really like, wow, you're really nice. So him, I haven't met Lord or Justin Bieber, but I've met them like virtually. But I haven't like actually met them in person, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. And next question is, what's your favorite song?
My favorite song?
Or songs?
Difficult. My favorite song right now is probably, this is very hard, probably Wild by Troye Sivan or Levels by Nick Jonas or What Do You Mean by Justin Bieber. Those are my three favorites right now. Yeah.
And next question is your favorite movie or TV show?
My favorite movie or TV show? I don't know if I have a favorite movie. I like a lot of movies, but I think my favorite TV show is Friends. Have you ever watched it?
Yeah.
So funny. Yeah.
I can start all over again.
Yeah, I've
after
seen it
10
like
seasons.
7 times. And now that it's on Netflix, it's like I just watch it all the time. It's so good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So, do you have any hobbies or talents apart from the music?
Hobbies or talents? I have lots of little hobbies. I like doing a whole bunch of different things. I like to, I want to start producing, like actually composing music. I made one beat so far, so I'm getting there. I'm basically a producer now. That I'm really trying to make that like a not professional. Well, I really want to do it, but it's becoming a hobby of mine because I can't stop doing it. And what else? I like to draw a lot. I like to take videos and edit videos. That's probably my biggest side hobby is like, I just love filming stuff and learning about filming and doing stuff like this. I don't know why it's interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And coming from the hobbies now to the bad habits, do you have any?
Yes. I think my biggest bad habit is biting my nails.
That's actually number one.
Yeah.
If I ask that question, it's really...
Really? That's number one question? I think everybody. Because I've been a nail biter since I've had teeth. Like, I don't only bite the nails. Like, I bite the skin, and then as a kid, it would bleed. Like, I was a hardcore bad nail biter. And now still, even though I have nail polish, like, I can't stop. I'm I'm always doing it, seriously. I don't know if anyone does it more than I do. It's very bad. But yeah, I feel like everyone, like a lot of people bite their nails. It's not that weird.
Nothing weird.
Yeah.
So it's so normal.
Exactly.
So coming now to your music, you're still quite very young. At what age did you start making music?
I started singing really since I was just like an infant. Like I would always sing around the house and stuff. It was never something that I picked up just like I just decided to pick up. It was kind of always there. But I started doing it, I guess, professionally or trying to, work towards something, you could say, about 2-3 years ago. Around 3 years ago is when I started working in the studio for real and making music and stuff.
And how did you get your record deal then? How did it develop?
It's a long story, but I started on YouTube. So I started posting videos when I was 14 years old, and I'm 19 now. So I was posting for a while, and then no one really cared too much about my videos. I wasn't like a huge star or anything, but somehow still someone still found me, and she was the A&R at this production company called EP Entertainment. And long story short, they got in contact with me. I was 16 at the time, so it took like a couple years to actually get noticed, but got noticed. Long story short, they flew me and my dad out to New York to see them. I sang for them. They were interested in me, so then we started working together and just working in the studio and making a whole bunch of songs, like just demos of writing and making music. And then I started going from every part in the US, like between, or like every label between New York and Los Angeles, and with my guitar, and I would just sing for every label you could think of and just hope that somebody would pick me up and like my songs. And Def Jam was the last label we met with, but they were just like the coolest, and they were really interested in me and my music as it was. So that's kind of why we went with them, because they're really cool.
And your song Here is your first musical sign of life here for us in Germany. What's the song about? What does it mean to you personally?
Well, it's a true story. It's completely a true story, the whole thing. It's not anything fictional or something that I had to pull. It's really just my life. I went to a party 2 years ago, and I just felt so uncomfortable. I was like, why am I here? That's why it's called Here. Like, that's why I say in the song, like, what am I doing here constantly? Because that's how I was thinking. And the song is just literally a reflection of what was going on in my brain. And that's why there's a lot of words, and it just like jumps from one thing to another, because that's how I was feeling. And I just felt so small, and I wanted to like escape almost. So then I just made a song about it. And there it is.
And it really worked out great. Millions of streams, huge success on Spotify. You were in a lot of talk shows in the US.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
Well, I was on a lot of radio stuff. I was only on one talk show, and that was Jimmy Fallon.
How was that?
It was amazing. He was so nice too, and just like he's the one who actually asked to have me on, rather than us going up to them or the booking. It was actually him personally. So that feeling is just so amazing that he's a fan of me, because I'm such a fan of his. So it was great.
And on a scale from 1 to 10, how nervous were you?
Probably 11. Seriously, I've never been that nervous before. I was nervous 3 days before. I couldn't sleep like 3 days like prior, because I was so nervous.
And are you? I guess you're already working on new music, an album or EP. Can you tell us something about it?
Yeah. Well, my EP is out right now. It's called Four Pink Walls, but it's just a shorter version of the album, or like a little taste of the album. But my album is called Know It All, and it comes out in the fall. But it's pretty much done. Like, we're just waiting to put it out. I started so long ago, and we've had these songs for so long, so they've just been ready, and I'm like so excited to get them out.
And can you tell us a bit about your musical influences that we can hear in the album then?
Yeah, I think the album is very diverse, just as much as the EP is. I think there's lots of genres in there. There's pop elements, there's alternative elements, and R&B, and there's some ballads on there on the album. It's just a lot of stuff. But because I love so much music, it's a bit of everything. But there's definitely some alternative and pop / like this soulful influence in there. And I think maybe that comes from Amy, or just listening to really cool songwriters and just artists that just make art rather than just songs, like Frank Ocean and Lord, and just I just really want to make music that lasts and that's still my own. I think when we were making the album, we didn't listen to any references or anything. I didn't want it to sound like a lot of stuff, but at the same time, I would love to just make music that's as respected and as appreciated as like some of these amazing artists' music is, because I don't know, I love it, and I think like it'd just be cool if people really listen to your music for the art that it is, rather than just like, oh, it's #1 on the charts,
So hopefully we're seeing you soon. Good luck for the album.
Thank you.
And thanks for the interview.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hit music only. Energy. Hit music only.